There we go. Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So today is looking pretty darn good, and Bitcoin is ready to make a new high. Well, what happened? Well, we got a big inflation reading, and it was better than expected. Among many things, we got some great stuff happening. So let's talk about everything and get started. All right, let's do this. Welcome, guys. We are starting out the day 98,700, and we were just slightly above 99,000 not too long ago. So obviously, from a few days ago, we are looking pretty good. In fact, 10% higher from like a day and a half ago. So how things have changed really quickly. And again, this is why I remind you guys to never, ever give up on Bitcoin or crypto. Okay, no matter how bleak it looks or sounds, we just keep moving forward, right? So today, obviously, Bitcoin is doing very well, but we got many others. Sui is coming back up. Sol is coming back up. Algorand, XRP, ADA, Hedera. Everything is coming up in a big way. And the U.S. market is too. U.S. market is looking hot today. And I kind of told you guys this, right? After yesterday, we had a PPI reading and it was below expectations, which is good, meaning inflation didn't go up as much. And today, we got another big reading. The core inflation reading slows down. It was expected to be at 3.3%, and now we're at 3.2%. So it's not that we don't have inflation. It's just a little bit less than expected. We're still, still holding. Although, you could see from September on, it's still climbing from 2.4% to 2.9%, still in the twos, but overall, the core inflation went down, and that is what Wall Street is looking at. Okay, so obviously, this is very good. The U.S. market is blooming. Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin's back above 99,000. And pretty soon, yesterday I said it, it would not surprise me. With a good inflation reading, we could be back to $100,000. We'll see if that comes true today. It certainly can come, and everything else is following. Now, outside the U.S., hey, UK also shows inflation is cooling down. Lower than expected, 2.5% in December versus 2.6% a month before. So both in the US and UK, inflation is slowing down. Again, doesn't mean that there's no inflation, but it's slowing down. So if that's the case, that means this is good. Buying is going to commence, right? And Wall Street is not going to be so scared, right? Selling off assets and buying yield. That's just ridiculous. So obviously, after today, the 10-year yield pulls back and dumps because now people are selling their dollars for assets once again, right? So again, you know what? I've been saying this. Wall Street, they're supposed to be the smartest people on the planet, yet their moves are almost predictable because they're so reactionary, right? They wait for a report and then they either buy or sell. They don't do anything ahead of time. So it's like, man, we're better than Wall Street. All we have to do is buy and DCA Bitcoin. That's it. And you'll outperform all these funds and hedge managers by double digits, sometimes triple digits in a year. I just don't get it sometimes. Anyways, Wall Street also, sometimes when they're very reactionary, they panic too. They fall for the FUD, which they have created. So for the last 4 days, we had some pretty massive outflows. We had over $1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin outflowing from the ETFs. I'll guarantee you today, we are going to get that massive inflow once again. So everyone that panic sold over the last 4 days, guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy back at a higher price. Why? You could have just held for 4 days and it would have been fine. But now they're going to resort buying IBIT back at a higher price, or buying Bitcoin back at a higher price, or buying XRP at a higher price, or buying SUI at a higher price. What's the point? All you had to do is HODL, and if you DCA'd, even better, right? Last night, I played a clip of Larry Fink saying Bitcoin is going to equal gold, which would put it at $900,000 if that comes true, if Bitcoin equals the market cap of gold. Here we got someone else, the head of their digital investments, saying Bitcoin adoption is still in early stages. Of course it is. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen.
It's interesting because at the end of last year, you saw Bitcoin skyrocket above $100,000 per Bitcoin. You saw that interest really start to taper off at the beginning of this year. You've had an incredibly successful launch. You have had some outflows in the product in more recent weeks. What do you make of that as you enter year two?
Yeah, well, I think big picture, it was a pretty incredible first year for IBIT. Obviously, record-setting on a lot of dimensions, including inflows and asset accumulation. And, as we come into year two now, we're focused on a lot of the same stuff that we were in year one, which is really being a valuable resource and an education partner to many of our clients. As we've talked about in the past on this show, we're still quite early days in terms of the adoption of the wealth advisory and the institutional segment. And so we're spending a lot of time engaging with those types of clients.
Is that where the growth is? We just heard from Kavita Gupta at Delta Blockchain, who said institutional is the next catalyst in 2025. I mean, how much opportunity is there?
Well, certainly the third bucket, which we refer to as end investors direct, was gangbusters out of the gates, right? And these other two categories, wealth advisory and institutional, there are much greater hurdles in terms of their process and the research and diligence that they go through.
Of those two buckets, which is a bigger opportunity?
It's hard to pick one, but probably wealth advisory, actually, because there's a lot of sort of momentum around firms that are working through their expedited approvals processes to allow advisors to actually.
All right. So, bottom line, BlackRock is going to push the hell out of their IBITs to wealth advisors and to institutions this year. Year two. Year one, they accumulated over 500,000 Bitcoins, like over 2% of the supply. That's just year one. Year two, they're going to push even harder. So obviously, this is going to contribute to ongoing supply shock that's happening. All right. I mean, it's not going to stop, guys. So I reiterate and rehash these points. No matter if we're pumping or dumping or consolidating, you got to see the bigger picture. When you have the largest asset manager who manages close to $12 trillion worth of assets, okay, that's more than a market cap of the 51st state, Canada, France, 55th state, UK, the 60th state, and Australia, the 75th state. when it's bigger than all these new states, I mean, you got to take them seriously, right? Especially when they're being so pro Bitcoin. I was making jokes there. Okay. Joking there for any of you guys that are getting furious about those statements. Anyways, all right, what else is there? Bitwise says nations, countries will double their holdings this year. And if the U.S. starts their strategic reserve, which could be coming in 5 days, man, it's going more than double. Countries are going to FOMO. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And the supply shock is going to increase dramatically. You got Thailand that's also going to approve Bitcoin ETFs. You got, what is it, Malaysia that says they want to move quickly. Again, FOMO is already building among countries. Some of them may be buying already behind the scenes. We just don't know, right? Someone like Germany that had 30,000 Bitcoin that they had to sell off. Now they're saying, well, we're going to have to buy them back because we want to create a strategic reserve as well, right? So it's going to be awesome. And here's the thing. Dubai is going to build a 17-story crypto tower that's looking pretty funky with all these supercars on the bottom floors. Basically, yeah, you got every single country that wants to expand their crypto foothold, so to speak. And this year is going to be unlike any year we have ever seen. So how high is Bitcoin going to go? Well, ETF issuer Hashkey thinks that Bitcoin will break 300,000 this year. 300,000. That means we still have a 3x to go. But hey, there are some that think that 3x is conservative. We may even do a 5x to 500,000. Now imagine Bitcoin and being at 300,000, what the alts, what they will look like, how high they will go, right? A 5x, 8x, 10x for them, 20x, some maybe even 100x. Just like all previous cycles, it happens every single time. So Bitcoin, with its recent dip, okay, if you could call it that, bounced off of the 25 EMA. So the next level, we got to get ready. After inauguration, 120, 130, 180. This is projecting 160, 70 by April. If you look at prior cycles, that's exactly what happened. From inauguration all the way up to about March or April, you have this huge swing upwards for Bitcoin. So I believe Bitcoin can continue that trend, can make many new highs in the next 2-3 months. So get ready and strap on. XRP also above 280s, just skyrocketing. It's about to break $3 soon. And there are many that are predicting it could go a lot higher. $7, $8. Here's one that says $14. That's kind of nutty, right? If that happens, XRP Army will be very happy. But they have all the momentum. Brad Garlinghouse is making all the right moves. So who knows? And they may be getting their next, or they may be getting their ETF soon too. And here's the amazing thing. XRP has flipped BlackRock by market cap. That is, I guess that's true. I mean, a lot of the market cap in cryptos and artificially inflated, but still, Ripple XRP is on a roll. And, new trend AI agents, AI in general, AI agents, whatever, AI anything is going to be super hot. Even Franklin Templeton highlights a significant promise for AI agents. So, got to pay attention. Got to pay attention to what's going to happen this year. All right. That's pretty much it. Today, looking pretty darn good. Coinbase and MicroStrategy coming up. Robinhood coming up. Man, Robinhood's almost at 50. And Bitcoin, obviously, right around 99,000. Sui's coming back up to $4.75. Solana up to 194. Algorand back up to 42 cents. XRP 285. ADA at 104. A lot of movement today. Good movement. All right, let's do Q&A. All right, let's see here. Scrolling up. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Cam says all the XRP ads, you mean educational videos, you have been playing, are finally paying off. Yeah. Jordan asks, hey, Jordan, is it 2x from here for alts, too conservative? You mean in general price action or throwing a 2x on them? So I don't know. I mean, for like in general, if you're just saying price action for alts, 2x is way too conservative. Most of them will do at least a 5x. Crypto Moose, 5K in SUI, XRP, or SOL. You know what? SUI and XRP both have been flip-flopping. They get their chances to like pump and then consolidate, pump and consolidate. SOL is kind of more following in terms of Bitcoin's footsteps right now. But SUI and XRP totally have decoupled away from Bitcoin. I don't know. I would actually, at this point in time, I'd probably split in all three equally because I like all three equally. And Chris G is asking, do you think XRP is sucking price action for SOL? Not just XRP, also SUI and some of the other American-based projects. But you don't want to discount SOL. I know it's going to have its run back to 260 and then go beyond. Richard Merrill, you have to make that own decision. I cannot tell you that. Moose says, follow your footstep, Kyle. Carbs. The only carbs that you should keep are veggies, but you definitely cut out pasta, rice, bread, like the bad carbs. Keep the good carbs, veggies. Although carnivores would argue that veggies should be cut out because there's a lot of pesticides and stuff, but still, I think you need the fiber and stuff. So keep the veggies, cut out all the bad carbs and sugar. Donovan says, come to Thailand. We have the best shopping. I probably will. I don't know if this year or not. Maybe if I go to Singapore again, I'll stop by in Thailand. But those flights, man, those 24-hour flights are like brutal. I don't look forward to them. Prediction for Sol if Bitcoin hits 300K. Oof, I don't know. 1,000 at least, probably more than that. Opportunity says if you're a very active person, then yeah, you need a lot of rice and ground. Well, obviously, we're talking about like dieting here, okay? Not for athletes or whatever. Like my kids, they're really good swimmers, and they just eat whatever the hell they want, and they're super fit and skinny. But you know, obviously, I'm talking about like a middle-aged person or above middle-aged person that wants to drop weight, that's not going to be spending like 3 hours a day at a gym. Obviously, cutting out the carbs is what's going to get it done on a diet perspective. Evan Belfour, Fetch AI zero movement recently will move. I think so. I think now it's like all the AI agents and memes and stuff is taking the momentum away, like virtuals and others. But Fetch, they will get their day. Can you explain how ISO and how chaining affected? ISO is just a banking standard. Anyone can adopt it. So, but right now, XRP, Algorand, XDC, Stellar, and Chainlink, they're all compliant. What do you think about GFall? Well, I played them. Very fun game, but I don't know if they've released yet. I think it comes down to if they can release and get a lot of traction, because right now games are not very hot. Man, I'll tell you what's hot though. Bitcoin is 99.2. 6 digits coming back. Davis says, needing carbs is a myth. For every lifestyle, I've been on carnivore for 2 years and I work out 5. Yeah, but you're not a pro athlete, all right? If you're a professional Olympic, a professional, I don't know, football player, professional basketball player, you're Olympic swimmer, yeah, those guys are not carnivore. They need the carbs. They need the calories. But you're right, for most part. I think a lot of people agree carnivore is fine. I don't know, but then there are some hardcore carnivore guys that have come out and said that, you know, carnivore is actually not that healthy. Now they added veggies, so it's more like a strict keto diet now. The Bango guys, will ETH start to perform like Bitcoin soon? I don't think so, no. There are too many people from last cycle that's holding on to ETH, thinking that ETH is going to perform the same as last cycle. It's not. You got to pay attention. This is one of those times. It's like, well, will Sears do as well as they did in their heydays? No, because now there's Walmart, there's Target, there's whatever else, right? It's the same with ETH. Look at how strong Sol is. Look at how strong Sui is. Look at how strong everyone else is. All the base and L2s. That's why ETH is not going to be as strong as before, because the competition is fierce. Addicted OW, love the videos, been in getting the finance sphere in general, and I've learned a lot over the past few months, mainly in predicting the market, what affects it. Thank you. It took me a while to kind of understand that too. It took me a long while. I'm not no expert either. I know at a high level how things are. Dr. Dave, how do you feel about Tezos? I would much rather hold a lot of crypto over Tezos. Any price prediction for GRT? No. 0. Zero not being the price prediction. 0 meaning I don't have a price prediction. MoveQuest, get paid on AVAX. Okay. Move to earn, move to play or move to pay project. Okay. Can you chart Grin? No, I'm not. Chris is like, most people don't know what Sears is. What about Montgomery Ward? I think people know what Sears is. Not that long ago before it closed down. What about Circus City or Blockbuster? JCPenney. Yeah, JCPenney is still around. Do you think Facebook will integrate SUI since their devs came from Meta? No, I think Meta wants to stay clear of crypto. Their own crypto. SUI and Aptos, both their developers came from Meta's project. So, but I don't think Meta wants to do anything with them. $52-week high. I've been telling you guys about Robinhood too. I have some options on here. I think they're going to blow up this year because they're not just in crypto. They're in stock trading too. So they get benefits of both. But Coinbase is up a good 6% today. MicroStrategy is up 5% today. So good for both. But we need to see MicroStrategy above 400. It has not been able to hold above 400. Keeps going up and then down. But if Bitcoin continues forward, both of these projects, or both of these companies are going to do very well. In case those of you guys are tuning in late, core inflation went down, lower than expected. So that's good. AVAX, is it still cheap? Yes. AVAX has not really been moving all that. I mean, it kind of like follows Bitcoin and then it dumps down when Bitcoin consolidates. Man, we're going straight up to 100K right now. So obviously they're moving today in a big way, but they were as high as 50. Close to 50? No, they were in the 50s. So, hey, they could get right back up there. That was early December. Same doing Chainlink. You could see they were in the 30s, right? Virtuals is having a really good recovery day today, right now. And then you got like Aave and Uniswap, some DeFi plays that's coming up. Charts look very similar to like AVAX. You got VeChain also. VeChain hasn't moved that much today. Sui's at 480 again. Sol is coming up. XRP 287. On what other blockchain is it best to hold Tether? On what blockchain is best to hold Tether? I mean, just the ETH-based. ETH-based is all you need. And then if you need to convert it, then convert it. I mean, a lot of people use Tron, but I wouldn't keep anything on Tron. Some people use BSC, which is also fine, but it's kind of like a chain that's not very popular right now. So I just keep it on ETH for now. I'm just checking my leverage plays here. Looking pretty good today. What are the liquidations looking like? That's a good question. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's not many levels. All the levels were already shattered. 97, 98, 98. All the big levels already shattered. Now heading back up to 100,000. I mean, there's a few levels, but not that much. 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. There's about 30 million that goes up to 100,000 too. Michael Main, where do you see ETH going this cycle? It's weaker, but can the ETS come into play when altcoins? I mean, it'll go up to its previous high and break through. It could still probably go up to like 8,000 or something. Sure, it'll still go up. But the question is, would you rather just hold ETH or hold something else that's going to go up a lot more? What position is best to open? I don't know what you mean by that. Like to buy or just to leverage trade? I mean, you just anything that you like. Even Bitcoin. Is WeX platform a scam? I don't know. I haven't heard good things about it. I think they were like they've been around. I think MEXC was trying to support them. I can't say if they're legit or not. I haven't really heard anything bad, but I've been using BitUnix. They're my main exchange now. They're fantastic. They're really good at adding new coins too. Before they were like little short on the pairs, but now they got almost everything. Also new partner Hotcoin. They've been around since 2017. I'm trying them out as well. And both of these are non-KYC. You don't need KYC, open to US. So that's the key thing. Nick says Bitcoin 120K by end of the month. It could be higher than that. The inauguration is the 20th. After that is when we can see like Bitcoin just goes straight up to the moon. Leading up till then, we can go back to 108 and make a new high for sure. I don't know. By the end of the month, who knows? We could be at 120, 125. Or maybe we're still staying at the same level. I don't know, but I think we're going to go a lot higher. Filecoin, I'm not a big fan of Filecoin because there are a lot of DPIN projects that have storage now. When Filecoin came out, they were like one of the only DPIN storage plays. Now there are like 100 of them. Geo, leverage something like XRP or Algo. Both are good. You could catch them. As long as you catch them, you do the right amount. Don't go too heavy because as we know, a lot of leverage gets wrecked all the time. You do small leverage, small amounts, watch them carefully. You can make a lot of money. We just topped out 99,666. Man, I gotta go drive my Cybertruck today. I picked it up, drove it for like 15 minutes yesterday. I put a whole bunch of accessories on there. I gotta go like drive in the snow and test it out today. I'm debating if I should get some new wheels and tires now or later. It actually looks pretty good, even with the stock wheels. On pictures it doesn't, but in real life, stock wheels, you take off the caps, the wheel caps, it actually looks pretty decent. On a real note, why did you hate XRP before and now you like it? Well, the landscape has changed. You got to look at it. They've been sued left and right by the SEC. That's all over. They're now working with the new administration with Trump. So, and it's going to be very pro-crypto in the U.S. going forward. So those are two major things. And then you got to look at, they have ETFs coming, right? So whether or not the chain is actually being used for the original purpose, which is for banks to transfer money worldwide, whether that is in play or not, it doesn't matter anymore. You got to look at the new facts, right? The same thing with Algorand. Algorand has like nothing going on in there, but it's also part of the big four that I think will do very well this year because they're American-based crypto projects. Steve-O says, I'm buying a Rubicon 392 in my Doge profits. A Rubicon 392 is awesome. That was a car I really, really considered getting. Man, the Wrangler 392s, they're freaking sweet. You can't replicate that exhaust note with the EV car for sure. And it's fast and it looks great, but it's very expensive. It's like near $100,000. So I don't know if it's worth paying $100,000 for a Jeep. Well, G-Wagon is a lot more than that. You know, like the Jeep, the Rubicon 392 is like the poor man versions of a G-Wagon. The G-Wagon is ridiculously expensive, but man, they are badass too. I haven't done anything with my G-Wagon. Eventually, I'll probably, you know, lift it up a little bit, put bigger wheels. But right now, it's just sitting in the garage. Expectation that Vet, I just covered them last night. They're doing some kind of new upgrade to their chain. So hopefully that'll do something for them. But Sonny really needs to get more involved with modern trends besides better. They need to hop on the AI bandwagon, get some memes, get some DPIN, get them DeFi, get some games, get whatever besides just a better app that you know, that gets people to pick up garbage. I mean, it's a noble cause, yes, but we need more on VeChain. 10 grand to XRP today or tomorrow, best bet. I mean, best bet would have been a week ago when it was still at 250s or a month ago when it was at 220s. You just don't know. But XRP, is it going to keep going up? I think so. Bitcoin's going to go above 100,000. XRP's going to keep rising. So I don't really know when is the best time to buy. All I know is if you just continue DCA into it, you're going to make money. Plus 715, plus 415 for NASDAQ. See? Wall Street is now FOMOing in. ETF inflows last 4 days. 1.1 billion outflow. I would not be surprised if today we have $1 billion inflow. And it makes up for all of this. And everyone that sold before had to buy it back at a higher price. Why do that? There's no point of panicking about Bitcoin at this point. And this is why I rehash the same point over and over and over again, to make everyone realize that Bitcoin is the best asset to hold. And you don't want to panic sell because you're going to end up buying back at a higher price and have less of it. And Wall Street, sometimes they make stupid overreaction moves. Oh my God, look at this. Look at XRP. 294. Just got a God candle out of nowhere. Thoughts on TNT? No thoughts. Obviously, you're like a big bag holder or you created it. Why would you ask me for my thoughts when you know for sure? I don't know what it is. Makes no sense. No, it makes sense. I know you're just trying to shill it, but still, don't do it. All right, I'm just like redoing my plays here. All right, to celebrate this, I gotta play this educational video about XRP.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.
See? It's pumping up more. It's the most educational video ever created. And every time I play it, it pumps up XRP. ADA, Algo, I mean, everything's going up today, guys. Today is just a good day. A really good day all around. What's your favorite Sui meme? I have not kept up with them. Man, look at this. Look at this. It's still going, guys. It's about to hit $3. I should just throw like a 50x on XRP right now, but I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be doing that. January 20th will be a buy the news event, sell also XRP. I don't know if it's buy the news event, man. If you look at prior history, after inauguration is when Bitcoin starts going up to the moon for about a couple months until March or April timeframe. It happened every single cycle. All right, guys. Overall, today is a pretty darn good day. We got some good inflation news. Bitcoin is definitely ready to make a new high. And we got so much more to look forward to. Today is Wednesday, so tonight we'll be doing DCA, checking out DCA portfolio once again. I have a feeling it's going to look pretty darn good. So you guys stay strong, stay focused, enjoy your gains, and continue to hold on DCA. All right? And I'll play this one more time to help XRP go up a little bit more.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.